Lululemon is set to report its earnings after the bell today. So what should we expect from this company? Our panel is here. Katie Thomas, lead, Carnegie Consumer Institute, and Stacey Widlitz, founder, SW Retail Advisors. I'm so glad you're both here. Lululemon Athletica. I'll tell you, let me just give you an anecdotal story. Went to the Americana, the Miracle Mile is what Billy Joel called it in his song. Nothing was happening except one store had a line outside Lulu. So Stacey, I'll start with you. You tell me, what are your expectations?
And Nicole, that's been very much the story. So I almost say like Lululemon and the Cheesecake Factory have a lot in common because they're giving you buzzers at this point. You have to wait in a mall for up to 2 hours to get into the store. So they're reporting tonight and looking for high teen same-store sales. I think some of the initiatives that they've rolled out over the past year, we're talking bigger sizes in stores finally showing up to size 20. So more inclusivity. Obviously, the outdoor wear, which is much higher average ticket, has been very successful as we're all eating outside, shivering in the cold. And of course, I think very much the athleisure theme is here to stay because, as you talked about with your last guest, working from home is here to stay. It's not going away. And Lulu is the authentic play in the space.
Right. And now let's get some more on this because now is there competition? Right? It's Stacey and Katie, as we're looking at this, give me the other side. Are we worried?
I would say I'm not immediately worried. I think this is an area where a rising tide really lifts all boats. I think you see different athleisure companies such as Fabletics, Aerie, Athleta, others in the space. Consumers are really cross-shopping it. But what you do see with Lululemon, and I think will be reflected in this afternoon's earnings, is people are very loyal to the brand. And once they're in, they tend to really be in. They come back. I personally will admit I'm a Lululemon shopper, and it's the first thing I wear when they're clean. So I think it was an affordable luxury to existing consumers, but where they may really win is bringing in people who are willing to splurge over the holidays, who perhaps were not consumers before because of the price point. And so I think that's what you'll really see helps continue to set them apart as really the name in athleisure.
Yeah, and I see what you're saying. I mean, there really is a loyalty and a lot of new customers. Katie, as you mentioned that. And let me ask you this, Katie, and then Stacey, I'm going to ask you the same question. The new customers, the pandemic, yoga pants were the wear of the pandemic. Do you expect a beat on this quarter, and can this trend continue?
Absolutely. I think like Stacey said, and like your prior guest said, I think we're seeing this work from anywhere. So the athleisure, it's no longer, I think, just yoga pants. So you're seeing it extend into other categories. Lulu's done a nice job of extending into men's. They're looking at shoes right now. And as we reemerge and start to travel again, I think that's where Lulu again is set up for success. So it's no longer just the at-home athleisure, but it's also that function meets fashion on the go when I'm out running errands, I'm traveling, and I still want to be comfortable yet feel like I look good.
I was also thinking about the acquisition of Mirror, the at-home fitness startup where you sign up. And Stacey, I wanted to ask your thoughts on this. I mean, is this in the right place for the company, or is it sort of out of left field?
No, I think it's absolutely in the right place because the brand wants access to you in your home, right? Because if that's where we're all stuck for however long that may be, that's how they can access you. And, for now, a lot of their yoga and their classes in stores are obviously on hold. But I think, for this company, as Katie was saying, it's about extension and product extension, and great brands are able to do that. And Lulu has been doing that slowly and intentionally. So I think we'll see more category expansion. And the other thing is what's driving their margins is they're fulfilling from store now. They're really starting to use their stores as logistics like so many retailers have successfully. And that's the gross margin story in addition to the heavy double-digit growth and high teen comps we're expected to see today after the bell.
Right. So you see beats as well. Katie, let me ask you this. When we talk about Lulu, we always put it in conjunction with another great brand, and that is Nike. right? Are there other great brands that you think will really shine in 2021?
So I think you will see brands in that same space, such as Peloton. I think Peloton really set itself apart. But I do think, Lulu has even benefited from that. Mirror is a prime example of that. Is consumers are much more comfortable and likely to work out from home than they were before. The other businesses I have my eye on are some of the other ones that actually did well in the last year, which is like a Bath and Body Works. They really were able to capitalize on consumers wanting candles, more of those affordable luxuries at home. And I think they'll be able to continue to extend as we all look at our home a little bit differently now too.